So what we got here?
We have.
All right, so this is the official 98th beer we're reviewing on Beer Bacon and Bros. Little round of applause. We got one episode left for hitting our 100th. This is going to be the Delirium Red Belgian Ale with cherry and elderberry. It is actually imported. It actually is from Belgium.
Yep.
Chris Abel
got it international.
A true Belgian ale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Belgian family breweries, little organizations, gave their little stamp of approval on it. 8% alcohol by volume and a 1.9 fluid ounce tall boy. So a couple of these are going to get you going.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to feel you're going to feel something.
Does it say like what brewery or whatever, or is it just that family stamp, whatever?
I think
it doesn't. I'm not saying anything.
Is Belgium Red the
brewed by Family Brewery Huyghe. I'm going to try to pronounce that. Yeah. You can also go to, actually, no, it's Delirium. Delirium, yeah, there's www.delirium.be. Yeah.
Okay.
Their little website.
All right, crack that thing.
Yeah.
I was trying to read it, man.
He was admiring it, man. He's like, damn, this is from Belgium, man. This has got to be good, right?
It's good international beer.
Yeah.
Shipped all the way over here.
Yeah, if you're ever watching us from Belgium, shout out to you guys. You do have good beers.
Yeah, you can definitely taste the berries in a very good way.
Okay.
Very good way.
I was kind of curious about that reaction because you were very...
I'm so used to red ales.
Yeah.
Or like just
like
red
Irish
beers.
red.
Yeah, like Irish reds, stuff like that. Nah, no more Irish reds. Belgian boys know what they're doing making red. That's all I'm saying.
Give me the Delirium
no more
red.
Irish reds. I want the Belgian reds. Yeah, cherry and elderberry come through there. Very good. Cherry first, almost immediately followed by the elderberry, overpowering it. You'll get it. That's a good one.
That is, yeah, I agree. Cherry, as it's like hitting your mouth,
and then almost immediately turns into elderberry.
Yeah. What I mean, if you had to describe elderberry though as what flavor is that?
Like, I have no idea.
So it almost kind of has like that sweet to it, but it's bitter, not in a way that it's like a bitter sour or a bitter tart. Like it's kind of more
like what would you compare it to, like a blackberry or something like that? Like what?
Yeah, you can get it to where it's not. It's like you get those blackberries that they're just not sweet at all.
Yeah, well,
it's kind of one of those.
Because I guess I don't know what elderberry is supposed to taste like. I don't think I've had
with the essence I'm getting from the beer. It's the cherry comes in sweet. It's almost kind of like Sour Patch Kids, like at first they're sweet, then they're sour kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's not a sour, it's just more of a sweet kind of bitter taste.
So is it like a blackberry almost?
That's,
or like a blue?
Yeah, what he just said, yeah.
So I guess, that's kind of like if I had to equate it to something, it would be similar to the realm of a blackberry. But yeah, it's a cherry definitely hits you first, and then it's followed by this blackberry-esque flavor.
It's definitely a berry that's not super sweet at all.
I feel really bad because I'm pretty sure one of our listeners just told us to do a Delirium for our 100th beer. So probably not going to happen. We're having one right here for number 98. But
that's unfortunate.
We'll see. We'll see if there's another Delirium style that we can go for.
The elderberries look almost just like a blackberry. Yeah.
Like I felt like I knew what it looked like.
So I'm saying it's sweet, and then almost that bitter elderberry comes through.
Yeah.
And it's not bitter in a bad way. It's just you lose the sweet.
Like not from the alcohol percent, because 8 is a little bit high, but it's also not like egregious. But this feels kind of heavy, doesn't it?
Sweet tart.
Yeah. Sweet and tart. Yeah.
That's
with earthy undertones. I get that. Yeah.
That's a solid way to describe it. So yeah.
Tangy. That's the kind of word I'm looking for. Tangy. And bitter. Yeah. It's not tart, but it's kind of just tangy. It's got like that.
It stings, or like not stings, but you have like that sensation in your mouth, like on your tongue and on the sides of your mouth, like
but not overpowering.
No, I mean it just feels a little heavy. It like.
But does this sits a little heavier though than like an Irish red. I feel like
all I gotta say is, if you gave me a few of these and I didn't know it was 8%, I'm gonna be drunk.
It's good. Like
Yeah.
it is. It
This
is
beer
sweet.
is just going back. It's
Like-
going back.
Like we talked about, the elderberries kind of sitting a little heavier and giving you that tartness, but it still feels sweet. Like you're in your aftertaste. Like after
Yeah.
you've swallowed it, sitting in your mouth,
Oh,
like
yeah.
it still feels pretty sweet.
The
So
whole experience has got that sweet, naturally just good flavor
That is
to it.
that is a pretty damn good beer.
It is.
I was a little surprised.
Especially for it to be imported too, and to hold the flavor the way it has.
Yeah.
We've had some imported beers where you felt like
no, imported, not
imported. But
I know.
Palmetto couldn't even make it from
Up the
coast
street.
of one state.
Up the street, hour and a half. So, it is. Man, I feel like this is the best combo of beers that we've had in a while. Like we haven't had an episode.
a good 1-2.
Probably the
combo.
last 5 episodes, we haven't had two
I think,
good
honestly,
beers.
the last time we've ever had like
solid 1-2s.
it had been a live show. Had to have been a live show because mathematically we're going to have 2 good beers in it.
Well, no, I mean you think about it. We had the Five Sisters. That's probably the last time that we've had really, really 2 high quality beers.
That wasn't.
Is when we did the Five
wasn't
Sisters.
a live show.
But that wasn't. It wasn't
a live show.
Wasn't on a live show.
And then
at
once
the
again,
brewery.
the Sisters was pretty much a lot of
Sours.
with berry flavors in it.
Yeah, because I think we did the Sisters.
Late December, wasn't it, when Austin was here?
Yeah, he came back in town for it.
Yeah, well, I think we did the Sisters. Yeah, we did the Sisters since doing our last episode at Swamp Cabin.
And for those that don't know, we're talking about the Goose Island Five Sisters sour beers.
Yeah, they're like aged and reserved, and I think we did originally it was like a 2011. I think we did the 2013s is what we could get our hands on. So, yeah. Do you remember the Melvin Sour Volume 1 and then the Grand Tinton Mocha Porter?
No.
That's the last time that we had back to back.
What date was that? What was that? No,
Mocha Porter sounds like.
I know this because the Melvin Sour I brought back from Wyoming.
That's the last time that we
that
had
was one of the
2
beers I put
really,
back with
really
the-
high.
Was the Mocha the week before we had the what we were saying?
No,
like the
these are actually both Wyoming breweries. We did them in the same episode
I knew
together.
the Melvin off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I don't remember the.
We gave
Mocha?
mid-eights Grand Tinton.
Grand Teton.
Teton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you'd have said, well, granted, it's a very hard word to pronounce. If you said
I mean, it's
Teton,
TNTON.
Yeah.
Tinton
Yeah.
is what I would say.
Teton. Yeah.
Teton. But yeah, both of those were mid to high 8s for the 3 of us. So that's the last time that we had an episode that we had actually like 2 really high quality beers
in.
in.
Look at you go Wyoming, look at you go Belgium, and then look at you go
Great Divide, baby. Yeah. So
Great Divide,
yeah, we
Delirium, and
that
Wyoming.
episode was in December, and we're sitting here
Yeah, 'cause I
in
just
May
came
now.
back from
Jackson, Wyoming.
Yep.
So, well,
Yeah, here we are in first part of May.
yeah. So that tells you how we
I'm not
score
saying
beers
this-
a little
I was
bit.
also not saying that we've had
Bad
beers
beers
in between, but we've never had really an
We're
episode where
we're talking
both
basically.
beers were just very satisfying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're talking mid-8s and above, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
yeah.
just 8s in general. and
Well, yeah,
above.
that's what I'm assuming
8s and
is that
above.
this is probably going to get in the 8s for some of us.
For those that don't know, I'm just gonna say it again, like we said in other episodes.
Actually, you don't even have to because it's on YouTube now. You can see our scoring and how we do it. It's a little separate video, 1.5 minutes long. Check it out on YouTube.
okay, yeah,
Even
there you
better.
go. Go look at that out.
Yeah.
Our little scoring scale is a little different, and as Chris said, I knew we explained it in one of our recent videos. I didn't realize we had cut it out.
Yeah, I cut it out. I cut it out. So
8 flat.
8 flat for you?
8 flat.
Okay. All right. So we have
Good beer. If it's around, if Flying Saucer was still around and this was on tap as one of the 200 beers,
if you were at this brewery in Belgium, is this the first beer that you're taking?
yes, because it's
All
something
right,
I know.
boom, that's an 8.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm going 8.5. I think that's higher than the margarita.
Oh,
I say I really.
It
I
is.
really
I
enjoy it.
gave the margarita 8.1.
Yeah.
I'm giving this an 8.5.
All right, so we rotated, we flip flop pretty much
Yep.
because I really like that margarita though.
Yeah.
That's it. That was a solid beer.
You're a margarita
This one-
guy,
this
though.
one
I do like margaritas
I
though.
like this one because the beer wasn't terribly expensive. 8% alcohol is going to pack a punch.
And it's a pint.
It's a pint,
Well, I guess it's
and it's also going to actually have good flavor to it with a high alcohol content.
Yep.
So you can actually drink and not
You think
realize
how
what
many,
you're
how
doing.
many how many you think you can finish a 6-pack of those?
In one
Oh,
sitting,
I could finish a 6-pack.
Like
he wouldn't get
But
up
we're
off
talking
the
about, like,
couch.
what am I going to be able to do after the 6-pack? That's what we're at. That's the true question. I can finish a 6-pack.
so we gotta
This body can hold 6 of those.
You got a 3 o'clock kickoff. You got a 6-pack of those. You finishing that before the kickoff?
No, because I want to remember the rest of the night. Because if I drink 6 of these before the 3 o'clock kickoff,
I mean, you essentially
there's going to be some liquor play going on, and because at that point in time, I'm drinking a drink.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I'm looking to do damage. Yeah,
because I mean,
I'm looking to do damage. Yeah. That's a great way of saying
it. At that point in time, I'm looking. I've committed.
My liver has come out to play, son, and we are going hard.
So, because I guess what I'm saying though is like you could get at your tailgate spot 10 a.m. You got 5 hours, right?
10 to 3.
You got 5 hours
to drink 6. I mean, yeah, I could personally.
But I'm with smart about it.
I'm with Alex though. I am probably
slam 2 in the first hour or so.
There's also gonna be a lot of water bottles in between. A lot of water bottles, some food.
This is all I'm drinking. That's all I need is those 6 from
10 to 3.
10 to 3. Yeah.
Well, because I
true. Like let's say we're at the tailgate for Carolina.
Because I guess
3 o'clock kickoff for Carolina game.
So you're walking to the stadium at 2:30. You know.
Oh, I gotta go to the goddamn game too now.
Well, yeah, you got a 3 o'clock kickoff to make.
Yeah, but we tailgate for the games. I didn't.
Yeah.
You never said nothing.
Most of the time we don't go into the games.
You're going to the game.
Oh no, I'm not drinking 6 of those because through that game, that buzz is gonna start wearing off.
Okay, so you're saying if you just strictly tailgated the game,
if I strictly tailgated the game like we normally do, I could do 6s before 3 o'clock because I think I'm gonna go through what Chris is saying. By the time the Carolina game would end, it's gonna be like, okay, let's wrap this baby up and let's head home, kind of thing.
I got you.
Yeah.
Is that where you were gonna go with that?
Yeah, I mean, what I was gonna say is that this is all I'm gonna need. And he was talking about walking to the stadium. I'm walking with one in my hand. I'm putting it in the trash can before I get to the gate, basically.
I mean, yeah, I'll
be the guy that chugs it in the damn ticket.
Yeah, just
you got to take a roadie.
So let me get one more sip of it. I'll give my score.
I'm very happy with this one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was a very good beer.
Yeah, I'm going 8-1. I think we're all in the 8s. So
where'd you get this one?
So these are actually, if you're watching us from Columbia, South Carolina. So
from the Waco Beer Garden here in West Columbia.
Yeah, which is a really solid spot. So if you're with us here in Columbia, South Carolina,
there because we've taken a few people to Waco that just. They're not really big into the craft beer scene.
Well, but they have a little bit.
This is a good thing to describe. Like, hey, if you really want something kind of like fruity and like cherry.
Well,
without being sour either.
They have 10, 15, probably 15 to 18 beers on tap,
and then they've got a
plus
huge
the entire fridge
behind you.
Yeah. So I mean, I think actually their exact number is 14 or 15.
Okay.
But yeah, you got a huge, multiple coolers with multiple different styles of beer.
And even if they do tap out or something.
They rotate immediately.
Not only that, but it's not being replaced with the same. So it is something
new.
Changing.
It's always changing.
So I mean, they'll probably have
the keg will change to a completely different brewery.
Yeah. So I mean, if they have 12, say 14 on tap when you get there, they might have 5 or 6, depending on where that where that keg is. 5 or 6 different ones waiting to be put in place.
Yeah. By the time you leave from getting there, you could have seen it still be 14 beers on tap, but there'll be. Could possibly be 5 to 6 new ones have been thrown up there.
Yeah.
So to wrap up the scores again, 8-1, 8-5, 8-0. So first time in a long time that we've had 2 beers in one night in the 8s. So